So I got bored and I haven't filmed anything, so I'm actually going to try to get better fitment on my S13 with the weds on, because the fitment's a little bit different than the last wheels I had. So I'm gonna try to lower it more, so we'll see what happens here. So to do the coilovers, super easy. There's gonna be 117 right there, and this is the driver's side, so you crack it going down. 2 bolts up there, which I'll show you here. You can see them in here. 12s. There's one here, one here. I just used a wrench, got those. I actually soaked these in RD90, which is like rust repellent, and really helps it out. Keeps it nice and greased up so that hopefully it doesn't get all nasty, and these collars will move nice and freely once they're not snugged or anything. Now, luckily for the passenger side, it's going to spin upwards, opposed to the other side. It's kind of nice that this is so tight. It's kind of easier because on this side I can, since it's so tight, and I can actually stick a jack underneath and go like this. Actually just jack up my breaker bar, and this should break bolt free. So, I mean, clearly you can tell these teens have been on here for quite a while. This is definitely what the creaking my rear end was. They're not bad, but I mean, switching over to stance, which these are pretty decent coils. They're more expensive, so hopefully with that it comes a better ride quality and no more creaking. Alright, so I got both sides out. Still got to do some more measuring. It's a little bit more flush than it was when I was on the teens. There's still room for adjustments in here though, so I'm probably gonna come down another, probably I'd say like 1.5 inches the most, and then I'll be just tucking the tire a little bit more. That's all I want. So, and of course I gotta mimic it on this side too, so I'm basically just gonna re-lift it up, take the wheel off, adjust the coil in so it threads in, and then measure on this side, do it to the other side, and then lower it down and see if that gets me the result that I'm looking for. But I'm gonna end up doing this tomorrow because it is getting late. So other than that, everything else super nice on the 240. Gonna do the fronts, and then now with my Cerberus, they sit a little bit further in because they're 8.5 in the front, 9s in the back. Actually 9.5 in the back. A little bit of camber in the front due to the adjustable top hats, and then I can go a lot lower in the front, but I'm just gonna make sure everything's evened out so it doesn't look all, you know, messed up. So until next time. All right, so I got the rears all done. I'll show you guys that once I'm done with the front, but doing the fronts are easy. I'll show you how to do those real quick. So clearly take the wheel off. You got a little brake line bracket here, so make sure you go easy on that, and that just pulls out, sits in there. Usually it goes by this little thing and then you just take it out. You got a 17 on here, 17 here, take this out, and then up top, just these 3 bolts, and that all comes out pretty easily. So, all right, so got the finished product. Tucking in the front a little bit. Keep in mind it's the front, so I got my bumper hangs pretty low, but the rear, definitely a lot better. Should ride better too, because the teens were definitely used, and these stance coils that I got off a parts car are super nice. So I'm hoping that this will end up being awesome next time it comes out. So now we're just gonna fit this new front bumper. So I'm gonna have one of my buddies paint for me, and I'm gonna put that on. So I'll end up having 2 for this car, which I kind of like this one better anyway. So we're gonna see how that goes, and then have him fix and refiberglass the parts on this one that help it hook up to the down here. So other than that, I mean, that's all we're doing for today. So good news. This bumper I'm gonna have fixed because these are getting a little bit big, and I'm gonna have them reglass this and repaint just this part because it's fine. But everything else is good. I just threw a coat of fresh wax on this thing. The ride height's like perfect. I adjusted my seat forward a little bit and threw the plastic stuff over it so that the dust doesn't get to it, because yeah, that's why. Exactly. Because in that way, come springtime, I can just pop this thing off and it's completely clean and still waxed. So A lot of stuff. Need brakes, rear axle, and get the other front bumper on, and then that's it. Done. All done. Completely. I've gone through everything. I've touched everything in this car, and it's finally, after like 2 years, everything's done. So it's good.